tea. I didn't get why you were doing tongues.
I said 7 tongues. My mistake.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You got excited about the tongues thing.
And then 3D sex zone.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, that one works completely fine.
Yeah, you should be fighting Pride directly to the south.
Oh, all right. Well, if you just want to like spoil the whole run for everybody, I guess.
Yeah, you know, the first run, first room, whole run, same thing.
Did you get Anarchist Cookbook, Nick?
It's
a blank screen. 1 second.
Oh my god.
I accidentally had Rocket League as
this fucking guy.
I had Rocket League as the game.
Oh.
You missed 30% of this first Anarchist Cookbook get, which was not Anarchist Cookbook even.
I didn't actually get it even.
I
got a freaking card called the Sun.
That's an even better. That's so much better.
And I also got a key, and then I got a golden key.
Nick.
Yeah.
Is this how we're gonna do it? We're just gonna spoil the run for each other.
That
was
look. Number 3 for me.
I'm fighting a bunch of bombs, and then there's a shop and an item room. Oh, go Celtic Cross.
Shop and item room. We're gonna go in the item room now, and it's a Celtic Cross. We're gonna take it.
Oh, you're gonna take that?
We're gonna take it.
Nick, I rerolled it.
Because I like the little crosshair that it puts on my head, and now our runs are divergent.
I rerolled it just to be different.
I've got a golden key. That means I'm going to go check out the shop, even though I got 0 cents, because who knows what kind of
What are you going to do in the shop with 0 cents and 0 bombs, Nick? You look around?
Say
add some stuff to your Christmas list?
What if greed is in there, and I can get some money?
There's no possibility to get greed in the basement shop, my friend.
Northernlion.
Says Northernlion, filtered through several
comments.
Better
things because I've seen the glory that is Guppy's paw that gives health for no reason.
Wait a minute.
So I don't trust anything this game does.
You got Guppy's paw, dog?
No, in that run that I told you about the other day. Just gave me free health.
Understandable.
Means all the rules that I understood are out the window, and also I forgot that was a rule anyway. So who cares?
I'm hoping.
Thank you, Mango Nerd, for the 2 months in a row resubscribe.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go to the shop with my golden key, blow it up with the donation machine with the... Oh, but I don't have a donation machine because it's a seated run. Dang it!
Why did you ever go to the shop when you have no pennies?
Well, I have a bomb, so I was thinking I could get over 15 cents. Or 5 cents, sorry. And then with 5 cents, I could get an arcade, and then I got this Sun card on the next floor, so I could turn that into 15 cents and buy whatever I want.
So you actually had a reason. You just wanted to make it sound preposterous.
I wanted you to tell me the reason.
Oh, you're testing me now.
Yes.
That's what we've come to these days.
Testing your chest. What does that mean? Gotta test your chest, Loveless.
He's seeing if he's got like a glass chest, like a glass jaw.
A glass chest.
You know, with Loveless, you don't know. That guy's weird. He might have a glass chest, actually.
You know, he is in like a wheelchair that shoots spiders out of it. So, or wait a minute, I might have a. It's been a long time since I've seen Wild Wild West. Does his wheelchair shoot spiders? Yes or no?
I'm just gonna say yes because that sounds fun.
Good. I thought I was right about that.
Let's blow up some pots and see if we get stuff out of it. Donkey! Thank you for the 9 months in a row resubscribes. We're in baby territory together, Donkey. Thank you. Also, I got a quarter.
Baby territory was my favorite district in Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh man, I'm so hyped for the game. Are you?
Dude, I hope it's good. Like I hope it's good. I guess is all I have to say there.
Yeah.
I think it could be good. I don't have any reason to think that it's gonna be good or bad.
Could be indifferent also is the other option.
It could be just, average or like below average or above average but unremarkable.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's like some Spec Ops The Line shit where you find out at the end that you are the monster.
Oh, somebody told me there's another Spec Ops game that I forgot what the title was now.
Like Spec Ops is like, it's a franchise, but it's weird because if I remember correctly, the first Spec Ops was like a tactical shooter, and then the second one is like, we're gonna make you question what it means to like violence in a video game. Kajini, thank you very much for the subscription. This is it. What? Kajini pouring from the. Anyway, there was the Mario mushroom sound there because I've deleted recent cookies.
I'll rip your innards out through your bunghole.
I gotta go change that. I'll change that right now before I even look at this deal with the devil.
How do you change yours so fast? It takes me a while.
It's, wait a minute. Features?
Oh, you just use MooBot exclusively. You don't have it routed through your OBS stuff then.
Set sound. I think it's on my desktop.
Hidden spider up there.
Dickfuck.mp3. I can make my subscriber sound the entire audio for my Hearts of Iron 4 preview video. It's like 24.5 minutes long.
I'd be into that.
I'm gonna rip your innards out through your bunghole.
Layers over itself.
Alright. I closed Moobot. Dang it! Dang it! Bobby, that means I'm gonna forget about you as a subscriber. Because I freaking... Oh, here we go again. I'm sorry. I'm not changing my subscriber sound to Belegda.
I want to make it a live feed of my own stream that starts from 00 every time I get a subscriber.
That sounds like... it sounds awful.
And every time it'll just layer over the last time. So in one, you will not be able to understand the stream anymore.
It sounds abysmal.
That's like a good idea to me.
I don't know how I feel about this situation here. How's your second floor going for you?
So far, it's unremarkable, maybe slightly frustrating, just because there's a lot of dark spiders hidden in corners I can't see because of dark room.
Apparently, I got your name wrong. It's Kazushini. My mistake. My mistake.
Only taken a little bit of damage so far, so I'm not too upset about the whole thing.
You holding that sun card?
Yeah, I am.
I used it to take care of, like, the big room on the second floor where there was a bunch of stuff that looked shitty.
Right. That's the room I'm in right now, and I'm doing it slowly but surely.
I would recommend that, yeah. I mean, the sun card is valuable, but I was like, you know.
I think the most useful thing right now is going to be the mapping for me. I doubt I'm going to get into territory where it's useful for the full health, but in case, you know, it's nice to have it.
The sun card is actually useless for mapping for me.
Oh.
Would you care to...
maybe there's an item room or a devil deal or who knows what the fuck else.
I, rerolled Celtic Cross and picked up the Mind.
Yeah, I wouldn't have that ability anyway, so it really doesn't help me.
Cannot live without the mind. That's Morpheus.
I can't live without the body either.
That's also very true. I don't think Morpheus was trying to say that one was more important than the other, Nick.
Ouija board? Yeah, I'll take it.
Ouija board? Where the heck did you get Ouija board?
Rerolled my second room, or second floor item room.
What was it, My Reflection?
Yeah.
Oh my, what are you rerolling My Reflection for, mate?
Because I don't really think it's that useful when I could have gotten something that's better.
That is...
And I did. I got Ouija board.
Ouija board is not better. Ouija board is trash.
What?
It's a trash item for trash
What world
players.
are we living in that you just said My Reflection's worse than Ouija board?
No, My Reflection is better than Ouija board.
Yeah, the other way around.
It's much better because if you have Lump of Coal, your shots do so much damage.
So you're counting on Lump of Coal from the Krampus fight.
Absolutely.
That's the quickest way to get pigeonholed into some bullshit that you're not interested in.
Oh, nonsense. If I don't get Lump of Coal, I'll just reroll it, and I'll reroll into something even better. Probably like Brimstone and Tammy's Head combined. It's a new item called...
Reroll you into Biznap.
You're gonna reroll me into Biznap?
I think it's possible.
That's gonna be real weird for, like, my wife and, you know, my parents.
She'll get used to it.
I guess so. Do I get... Well, if I get rerolled into Biznap, does Biznap get rerolled into me?
Biznap is also Biznap.
Biznap? That means there's two Biznaps? You're using the book on me?
Yeah. You're gonna have to figure out how to make it work, but ultimately, if you guys move in together, you're gonna have a much more functional day.
Alright. Yeah,
think about how many Isaac episodes you'll be
Oh
able
my
to
god,
do
dude.
day.
Biznap with Biznap as a co-op partner. There is no better tag team. If there ever ends up being like a Balls of Steel co-op tournament, I'm putting all my money on them.
I think I've rolled you into a much more profitable life trajectory.
I think you might have, to be honest with you.
Alright, guys, I'm sorry to do this to you, but you're gonna just have to deal with it. With the devil. Deal with the devil.
What'd you get in the deal with the devil, Nick?
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay. Well, pardon me.
I'm killing Pin still.
Killing Pin still. The secret is there is no deal with the devil.
Yeah, maybe for you. I haven't taken red heart damage. We'll see.
I also did not take red heart.
Oh, there it is. Deal with the devil. Deal with the D. Here we go. Ba with the ba, da bang, da bang.
Enjoy yourself. It's a good one.
It's a Book of Satan.
It is Book of Satan. Satan's
That's a
Bible.
lot of hearts, though. Yeah, I guess I'll probably do it. I'm gonna get rid of my D6 this early, though.
What, you're gonna keep Satanic Bible?
I get devil deals from it, don't I?
No, that's Book of Belial.
I thought this also helped because it's Sin Up or something.
It may
Ceremonial
actually.
robes.
I can't say with authority that it doesn't, but I don't believe that it does.
Chad, help me out here.
What the heck is this Win Ben Stiller's money? If that was a real show, that'd be pretty sweet. Mom's Rotten Book of Satan's Bible.
I'm not trying to be Josh. I've called it Satan's Bible before because I can never remember it's called Satanic Bible.
To be fair, I always call homing tears the wrong thing. And curved horn is not curved horn anymore. It's like Judas's curved horn. For some reason, because I think you unlock it by playing as Judas, I'm always like, oh man, I could really use like Judas's curved horn right now.
Taking the book is dumb. But, so there's two options. I take it, I lose my D6, and then I end up with that, or I take Angel Precedent, which I don't know if I want either.
It's not really Angel Precedent.
Well, it's non-Devil Precedent.
Correct. Or you could take it, use it once, reroll into something else.
I don't have a reroll on me right now.
Oh my lord. What the
Yeah,
heck is this?
charges.
This guy's going into the...
You know,
Yes?
I'm just gonna take it.
He's going into the devil room without a reroll.
Well, the other option I do is take it, use it once, put it back on the pedestal, and hope I can get back into the room.
Take it, use it, buy it, break it. You know, it's Daft Punk.
I'm not getting back into the room, though, I'm pretty sure.
Probably not. I would assume you're probably correct in that.
So I basically just traded 2 real hearts for a spirit heart.
And Devil Precedent.
And Devil Precedent. Yeah, alright.
If it makes you feel better, I did my own strategy. I took it, re-rolled it, and then it became freaking Book of Sin, so it wasn't really like that big of a coup for me either. But Book of Sin did pay out with a spirit heart, so it also made it a little easier.
I'm gonna rip your innards out through your bunghole!
Scott, staph infection. Thank you very much for the subscription.
Alright, I got another spirit heart back, so it's kind of just a wash now. I'll
Yeah.
just deal with it.
Well, it's not a wash because you got to deal with the Devil Precedent, man.
It's, yeah, but, okay, you're right, it is.
Deal with the Devil Precedent is
Right.
worth a lot.
Depends on who you are, but yeah, I'm starting to be that guy that thinks that's important.
I would many times take a shitty deal with the devil item that even puts me on like 1 spirit heart just to get deal with the devil precedent. It's
You're better than not taking damage, though. I need the health more than you do.
Yeah, but that's how you practice, man. That's how you
Yeah.
get there.
Hey, I'm still playing runs outside of the NLSS to get better, so, you know,
Yeah,
I
it's
care
good.
a
You gotta
little.
grind down those hours. Make the
Fucking
game your
playing
bitch.
Maggie again on my Vita last night because I fucking hate that character and it gives me awful runs every single
That's the
time.
definitive Rebirth experience, is playing as Maggie on the PS Vita.
It's awful.
Is
It was
that a
one of those ones
PS
where every
Vita?
item room was just garbage.
Yeah, it happens.
And then every chance it got to screw me, it didn't give me anything useful. So I'd get like no consumables, no spirit heart drops, and just dwindling away into death.
Dwindling away.
Dwindling away.
Ah! No! Pestilence! Fart off, buddy. You fart right off. There we go. Yo, Isaac on the new 3DS looks dope. Does it?
Looks okay. I was actually reading the blog last night a little bit about it because it kind of went over all the features. And having the ability to draw on the map seems like kind of neat, I guess.
Dude,
There's
that's something I didn't read that blog post, but I prognosticated that.
I mean,
I was-
it just seems like a natural inclination, right, to want to add that feature.
I was like, they should make it like Etrian Odyssey, where like maybe there's a tinted rock on the map, but you don't have a bomb, so you like mark
Right,
on your
you
map
mark
like
it
tinted
later.
rock. Like I watched Kate play
do that.
Etrian Odyssey from time to time, and the way you kind of like fill out that map for yourself is super cool.
Well, in that one, if I remember correctly, I've only played it a couple of times, but you actually draw the whole map yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to go that far.
Yeah, this one, it's just the normal map, only you can draw on top of it.
Hey, guess what, fuckboy? I got lump of coal.
All right, well, it worked out for you then. I just don't take those bets because I'm wrong all the time.
Nah, man, with the D6, you can't be wrong. You
Then
can just be
why-
temporarily incorrect.
You can be wrong and re-roll it into something completely inconsequential,
Nah,
which is level 2 of being wrong.
nah, dog. Nah.
I'm trying to remember what the other features were. They mentioned there's like redrawn tarot card art, which he said sounds dumb, but actually it's really cool.
He said it sounds dumb?
Yeah, like you said, that doesn't sound like it'd be a big deal, but it actually is really neat to see it.
Well, way to sell your game, Tyrone. Or Ed.
I think it was Ed. I don't remember which of them, but
Or Danielle, or Tommy,
I'd
or...
believe it. I think it's one of those things that sounds dumb, but it's actually cool. I could see myself playing it on my 3DS. I mean, I don't have the new 3DS, I have the old one, but if I had it, I would consider it.
Dude, I'm switching the Let's Play over to Xbox One.
Oh, yeah?
As soon as the Xbox One version comes out, I think that's going to be the definitive one. And I'm going to play it exclusively with voice controls. I'll be like, hey, Connect, use Krampus's head on this room.
Microsoft doesn't acknowledge the existence of the Kinect anymore?
Ordering pizza.
Oh, that was awful.
Oh, tears done.
And then you'll have on the side, you'll have the little click feature set up on the right side of your screen with a Twitch stream, and it's going to be me, and I'm going to say Xbox off.
Yeah, you're just going to constantly troll. You're going to be the new Mathis. Instead of slowing my game down, you'll just turn it straight up off.
I'm happy to troll anyone that's playing on the Xbox One.
Nick's got an anti-Microsoft bias.
Yeah, I do. Yep.
Because they don't have Bloodborne on their console.
Oh, piercing shots plus Ouija board? That doesn't do anything, right?
Well, yeah, it does. Makes your shots piercing.
Oh, yeah, I just kind of confused what that effect means. Never mind.
No, it's a good thing.
Alright, I'm rolling with this, like, hit lots of stuff with one shot deal now. Anywhere I want.
The heck was up? Oh, probably Mathis just sent us a message on Skype. Let me check this. I bet it is
it's a
Mathis.
C&D, man. He's like, I've had enough of your shit.
It was Dan Giesling. He responded to your post about Danny Brown and said, Nick, that sounds sort of outcasty, but he spelled outcast with a C instead of a K.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
He's like way off on the
What
outcast
are we doing
meta.
here, Dan?
Dan, please.
Dan, please. Yeah, that guy's pretty good. Danny Brown, he seems...
Danny
pretty...
Giesling.
Danny Giesling Brown.
Well, that was a pretty good curse room, man. Oh, come on. I don't want to spoil it for you, but that was a pretty good curse room.
I guarantee you I'm gonna go in it.
Are you, though?
Yeah.
I don't know, Nick. Sometimes you take some convincing.
Not these days. I'm kind of around the bend on that whole decision. I pretty much go in every time now. As long as I have the health to accommodate it.
Ooh, that's a good one right there. Ooh, fuck yeah, bud. Exactly. That's the appropriate reaction to anything.
My God.
Tim Hortons just added a new back bacon sandwich. Ooh, fuck yeah, bud. Yo, that was my, like, genuine best crack at a Canadian accent.
That's
and I think
the most Canadian thing I've ever heard you say.
I think it came out fairly well there.
I loved it. That made me squeal with delight.
Oh, Jesus. So that's just... I don't know how I feel about that, then. All right, let me mute and unmute myself.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
You got the Humble Bundles?
Yeah, I just picked it up and then went in the secret room, and it was filled with money, so...
Nice.
Doubled it all.
Tim Hortons breakfast sandwiches are usually pretty shit. I don't disagree with you. McDonald's, man, they still got the breakfast sandwich game on lock. Josh is always telling me about these Burger King crisp sandwiches, and whenever I'm at the airport, like, that's the only thing that's open, and I'm like, ugh. I mean, I do like that they have, like, I really like the McDonald's hash brown, but I like the Burger King, like, mini rounds, you know? Like, it's the same as the McDonald's hash brown, but they're, like, circular.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of
tiny.
what Dunkin' Donuts does, actually, which is the one that I'd probably take over all of them.
Wow.
But I do prefer Burger King over McDonald's generally, except when it comes to breakfast.
Really?
Yeah, although I have to say, I've had some pretty heavy McDonald's breakfast that didn't make me feel too good either, so it's not like we're dealing with the highest bar.
Pretty heavy McDonald's breakfast? Like...
Yeah, they don't sit well in your stomach.
Oh, okay. I
You
picked
gotta
up...
be careful what you drink with it, too, is the other thing.
What do you like as a...
I'm gonna rip you in and
breakfast
zap through your
sandwich.
bunghole.
Available, I'd definitely go with, like, a smoothie.
Oh, but that's like an extra couple of bucks on top.
Well, I'm not so worried about that if it's a couple bucks.
Congratulations.
No, I'm bragging. I'm just saying it's worth it to me to have a refreshing early day drink over the couple of bucks.
Latali, thank you very much for the subscription. I'm an iced coffee guy because when I want my coffee, I want it now. Right? I don't want to have to wait for
burn your
that.
damn tongue on it, yeah.
I don't want to wait for that shit to cool down. But at McDonald's, an iced coffee by default comes with milk and sweetener. So they're one of those places. And you know what I mean when I say those places.
This comment, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Danny Brown apparently got his dick sucked on stage and kept rapping.
Yeah,
I've
seen that video. He's a wild dude.
I like him even more now. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
It's one of those places, man, where they give you the sweetener by default, and I just never understood it. I was like, why don't you just have a setup where you can have like sweetener like Starbucks has, that you can put you milk or cream or whatever in yourself, and there you go.
Oh, there's Cramperinos.
I guess it's probably like a service speed thing, but then whenever I get it, I'm like, this is sour and gross. Not Danny B, Danny Brown.
Oh my god, that would be a really weird rumor to start. No, I'm not starting that rumor.
I think you may just have done it
I
already.
didn't mean to,
by
though.
acknowledging it. NL wants to supply his own cream. Hey, when you put it that way, it sounds weird.
It's not that weird. You know, people ejaculate in their coffee all the time.
No, they do not.
Cuba meat or reroll?
Cuba meat.
Yeah, but reroll could be damaged, though.
Yeah, but like Cuba meat is your best friend against mom, man.
It's helpful. It's helpful.
Matty B got his dick sucked live. No, it's not Matty B.
I'm pulling it.
Danny Brown.
I pulled it. I regret it.
What'd your reroll come out to?
Wooden spoon. All right, we're gonna go look for a battery.
Pretty good.
I don't know what I had left in my shop. Let's go look.
Why the heck are you rerolling your good items, man?
Because I want something that's not speed.
Cuba Meeting Junior is a great item. Haven't you seen Men of Honor? It's an uplifting film.
E48-hour energy, please. Nope, speed up.
Have you actually, how ironic. Have you actually seen Men of Honor, though? It's pretty good, man.
I've seen Maid of Honor, where they're composed of honor.
You've seen Maid of Honor?
The one where it's like a war movie, right?
That's Men of Honor. Maid of Honor is like the one where Jennifer
But the men are Maid of Honor, so I don't know which one I'm talking about.
I think Maid of Honor is actually that one where Patrick Dempsey plays a male bridesmaid.
At war?
No, I don't think he's at war. He's probably like, if I had to guess, like an advertising executive or something.
That does seem to be a very common theme in those movies, doesn't it? Everybody works in advertising in the city.
I think it's because if you give them like a real job, this sounds so like...
It becomes their whole life.
Well, I mean, it sounds like I'm
just
just shit-talking like advertising executives. But I'm like, if you give them a job people know about, then they might have to have dialogue related to it. But if you just go like, oh, he's an advertising executive, then you can just be like, oh, well, you gotta close that that Nestle contract this week. And they're, all right, the Nestle contract.
I was gonna say almost the same words. It's all the same generic bullshit jargon every time. I miss the old days of like back when Darren Stevens used to be an ad exec on Bewitched, and it's like nobody knew shit about advertising then, so I don't know if they even used the right words at that point.
Darren Stevens.
What?
You know the last name of the man from Bewitched?
Yeah, man, you didn't watch Bewitched?
I mean, I watched Bewitched.
It's not that hard to come across his name. They talk about it all the time.
Yeah, they say Darren.
Yeah?
I don't know if they say Stevens.
Is this weird,
much.
chat? I don't think it's weird.
It's a little strange. My name's Ricky. Ricky Ricardo.
You know his last name. That's pretty weird.
That's not weird at all. Ricky Ricardo
That's
is the way that he was
weird.
talked about in the game. Is this the guy who made The Binding of Isaac Rebirth? I did not make The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I don't know who gave you that idea, but they have lied to you, probably for their own financial gain. I would cut that person out of your life. They're a toxic influence.
Speaking of toxic, Dead Onion, Toxic Aura Tears.
Yeah, man. How do you like that?
It's a pretty good item. I took it. Let's see what this double key room's all about. Oh, this is weird.
Barry Weiss got his dick sucked? Isn't that the guy from Storage Wars? Okay, now I can't even be mad at you because I know the last name of the guy on Storage Wars.
Thank you! It all comes full circle. It always does.
That's right, I did it!
Fuck.
Barry Weiss! I
My
don't know why
range is
it
awful.
fits in there. Alright, Nick, so your favorite breakfast fast food joint. Go.
Wait, do I have to pick the whole establishment or just one meal?
You know what? I'm gonna let you dictate the terms today.
Oh, this is weird. I really like the McGriddle.
Okay.
But again, I still say it sits heavy in your stomach. Like, I enjoy eating it. I don't enjoy the 2 hours after eating it.
Okay.
That's about as good as it gets.
That's the best fast food sandwich is something that makes you feel terrible for 2 hours after you eat it.
Well, it's not necessarily breakfast, but I've been really enjoying the guacamole egg wrap from Dunkin' Donuts.
That is not at all related to the question at hand. What's your favorite fast food breakfast? Oh, I'm a big fan of the guacamole egg wrap.
What, egg is breakfast? Dunkin' Donuts is notoriously breakfast. What?
This is absolute horseshit, and you know it.
You're just being contrarian. You don't want to acknowledge.
I'm not being contrarian. A guacamole egg wrap is not a breakfast sandwich, Nick.
That's bullshit. The establishment is breakfast. It's breakfast all over.
What time do you get your guacamole egg wraps at?
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Whenever
okay.
I wake up.
Do they serve them from a specific time?
No, they serve them all day.
I agree with Chad on this one. They said, it's not really breakfast, but I enjoy hamburgers. That's pretty much...
Well, if hamburgers are admissible, so is an egg wrap.
No, hamburgers are not admissible. That's the whole point of the bringing it up, you know?
I don't know where the egg wrap's gonna land then.
Okay, so there's two things that you enjoy eating for breakfast: a guacamole egg wrap and a McGriddle that actually makes you feel terrible.
The bacon, egg, and cheese on a toasted croissant is also pretty good.
From the BK Lounge.
From Dunkin' Donuts.
From Dunkin' Donuts, okay.
It's the double D, not the trip D.
G-Dub and AG.
Yeah.
I gotta say, does Wendy's have a breakfast? I've never
been there early. I only go late because you can eat great even late.
Chat, does Wendy's have a breakfast?
They have salads, right?
So those are not a breakfast food, Nick.
I had a salad at 5 a.m. the other day.
That is a late night snack. That is not a breakfast.
The sun wasn't even entirely up.
What are you even gonna be like now? Salads? That's even one step beyond the guacamole egg wrap.
Wendy's... I came over just to tell you I respect your outlandish food choices.
Wendy's does not have breakfast. Okay, thank you. It's good to know.
And they hate you. No breakfast here.
Honestly, I'm a sausage and egg McMuffin, hash brown, orange juice kind of guy. The classic that's the number one.
Doesn't the orange juice feel a little acidic in the morning for you, or you're okay with that?
Where do you live that orange juice is not the most commonly consumed juice in the morning?
Just asking.
Orange juice is the breakfast juice, man. It won the juice wars over grapefruit, apple, and, strawberry kiwi.
There's other options. You can get like a tropical peach pineapple deal.
You are living in fantasy flavor town, my friend.
You just haven't opened your palate up to the new world of flavors yet.
Orange juice is the most... Wait, you ever see a cereal commercial? It's always orange juice.
Get needles out through your bunghole.
Yeah? Why do they have all these fluids on their tables, by the way?
You gotta...
Because if you want to really go big, you gotta do water as well. So that's 3 different glasses.
Yeah. Well, you gotta get, you haven't had fluids for a few hours at night, so you gotta be rehydrated in the morning.
I've got these I love this item.
Defoo. Thank you very much for the subscription. Chat, I'm with you. I'm not necessarily happy that orange juice won the flavor wars, because I'm a big fan of cranberry juice in the morning. That's like I actually like grapefruit juice in the morning as well. Sometimes I mix the grapefruit and the cranberry juice together, and I make grapeberry cranberry juice, and it's perfect.
I thought you weren't a member of Flavor Town, and now you're talking about cran grapefruit.
Cran grapefruit, yeah.
Cran grapefruit.
Is this a problem?
It's not a problem. You just lied a second ago. That's all.
Nick, did you know that many orange juices? When I was running the other day, I watched a documentary on the CBC, which is our public broadcasting, and they said many fruit juice companies, even though their orange juice says freshly squeezed, it's not. And what happens is that in the pasteurization process, and yeah, I didn't know it was pasteurized either. But in the pasteurization process, it kills all the flavor. So then they re-add the flavor. So that's not real orange juice flavor, man. That's like a flavor compound. Fuck. And also, check this out. The same company that makes the orange juice flavor compound makes cologne.
Oh.
So they're doing both.
Do they share anything between each other?
I think they have the same exact chemical makeup.
Alright, so they're fresh squeezing their cologne. And there's
what if they got it mixed up, man? And you paid $90 for a 35 milliliter container of Tropicana orange juice, and then you paid $5 for a wooden carton. Oh, I already took this. $5 for a wooden carton of Calvin Klein number 5 Obsession. Wooden carton.
That's a good Twitch name, actually.
Yeah, there you go.
Wooden carton. I'd probably see the wooden carton before I bought it, but if I was shopping blind, I could see how that could happen.
Well, it's not like you open up the wooden carton and smell it. You wouldn't know.
I would probably see that it's made of wood.
Oh, I mean, cardboard is wood, Nick. It's just a different crystalline
different
structure.
Genre.
It is a different genre of wood. This is correct.
Yeah, we talk about wood genres a lot lately.
It's been probably one of the things I've been most interested in this phase of my life. making sure
Well, that
everything's
means you're a
classified
dad.
right. Yeah, no, I'm getting there. Like, all I'm missing at this point is the kid. I'm in, like, full dad zone.
How high up on your ankles are your socks these days?
Oh, dude, I wear shorts, but I don't have, like, short socks, so I got full dad short and sock game going on.
Yeah, do you do sandals too? Or
No,
you just cut
I
it
actually
off?
don't own any sandals because I find them to be a dangerous
you'll be
choice
buying
of
those
footwear. I just put them on with my Crocs instead.
Do you have an Amazon wish list? Because I'm gonna send you some sandals.
I do not have an Amazon wish list.
I'm sure Ethan Klein would probably send you some as well.
He could. He's got some.
He should have his own freaking odeur de parfum.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
No, I can't.
He should have his own eau de parfum.
Yeah, Ethan Klein, Calvin Klein is what I was really thinking about there.
You ever have Subway breakfast, Nick?
I rarely have one within reach. I've had it with you, actually, when we were at PAX.
Did we have... We did have...
It was substandard, I have to say.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to think. Did we have the egg sand? We did. Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
Okay.
Everybody there was kind of like pissed off we were in the subway, and they were really lazy about making the food. So we had to kind of like awkwardly stand and look out the window for a really long time before they served it to us. You remember that?
Every Subway I've been to in the United States of America scares the shit out of me. In Canada, it's a somewhat respectable organization. But everyone I've been to, at least in Seattle and Boston, is like, we don't want to be here, and you shouldn't be here, and go fuck yourself.
They didn't want us there, really. Thank you also to Johnny Whoops for the 19 months in a row. Outstanding. Thank you so much. Craigasms for you.
What is this?
I should buy a dunny from Ethan. I'm considering it, yeah. I just don't know where I would put it. They need quick access to it all the time. Oh, you know how dunnies are.
Get over! Ah! Took red heart damage. Holy shit,
Wow,
I'm
this late in
eating
the game.
Subway right now. Dude, I like Subway. I'm just, like...
He just hates American Subway, which I don't really
American Subway
understand.
has a tendency to hate me, I think.
It's a little give and take. Maybe you should try opening your heart to them first.
I
before you-
am always opening my heart and my wallet to American Subways.
Alright, it sounds like you're pretty upset about it, though.
I go to an American Subway, I order a sandwich, I get a sandwich.
Usually.
One time, I was in the Miami airport at like 4 a.m. and the only thing that was open was Subway, and I was like, I don't give a shit what these people think of me. So I got
4 a.m. Wow, I didn't know they opened that late.
Well, I think they were open that early, thankfully. And, or maybe they're open 24 hours in the airport. But anyway, I ordered a cold cut combo, and then I got the sun chips with it, and then I just opened up the sandwich and put the sun chips on the sandwich in full view of the workers. And I was
You
the
got a
only
dirty
person
look,
there,
didn't you?
and I was like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. This is
they
how
give
I
you
want to
an
live my
actual
life.
glare? Did
What?
they give you a for real glare, or was it just sort of like disapproving side stare?
I think they were like, this guy is crazy.
It's
And-
4 a.m. Clearly you're not thinking straight, right? I mean, they could have at least gone that route.
That is airport Northernlion. Is the guy who's pouring the sun chips on his sandwich in the airport subway. That's who I am at the airport. You can't trust me.
His beard gets over an inch thicker just when he walks into the
It's
airport.
very true, man. Dude, airport it's a survival situation.
You get a camping pack on your back. You're ready to go.
I'm like, yo, I just got cavity searched. Where's the bar? I could really go for some $11 Heinekens right now.
What a deal. Oh, man.
They should just have, like, a bank in the bar that offers short-term loans so you can eat.
If you want to open a tab, you've got to just deal with the bank directly.
Okay, we're gonna do. Can you give us like your social insurance number, because we are going to do a credit check on you before you order that grilled cheese sandwich.
We're just gonna hold your ID actually until you leave. It's a weird situation. Airports, and they're all mad at you the whole time too, even though you didn't do anything to give them money. They're just pissed.
Yeah. Kate and I, we were coming back from my familial home, and we were in the Toronto airport, and they replaced like this restaurant that I used to eat at and gets like some pretty sweet poutine with this like pseudo like really nice cuisine kind of thing. It's like the restaurateur is one of the judges from Chopped Canada. So I was like, whatever, I'll try it. And then we're like, okay, so for like an appetizer, we'll have the sweet potato slices. And literally when it came out, it was just like round pieces of sweet potato with like ketchup on the side. I was like,
oh, that's awful.
oh, I forgot that I was in an airport, right.
They couldn't have at least given you some horseradish with it. That's ridiculous.
No, man.
Wow.
Sadly, no.
You want to make a cheeky video game themed restaurant, you could call it Pseudo 51.
Yeah, that would...
Kind of fun.
It's got a lot of mass appeal. Pseudo 51. What's your problem with Chopped Canada? Yo, what if I told you that like half of American shows are based off of freaking UK reality shows from like 15 years ago?
True, actually, yeah. Hey, thank you, Mr. Richfield, also for the subscription. Let's get some raw kitties in there if you can, maybe.
I'm not taking Book of Belial. Book of Belial is a trash item for trash
People.
compactors.
Did you see that GIF on the blog that was like, there's new types of bombs and new types of chests?
Oh, I saw it.
What did you think about the bombs that pop out of the floor? Because I thought that was kind of a little bit bullshit.
I haven't played with them yet. I don't know.
Well, say you're just going to be walking around,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a bomb just is next to you and explodes.
Yeah.
Are you going to be happy about that? Because I'm not.
I might be happy about it if it makes the game harder.
Seems like a cheap way to get difficulty.
We haven't played it yet!
I'm mad, and I want you to know.
We don't know how it works.
I'm not going to take it anymore. How about that?
All right, by all means, man. Nando's should come to Canada. Then you said, so all you Eskimos can have top banter. Yo, that's real offensive. We don't use that word anymore. It's Inuit.
First Nations?
We use Inuits specifically to refer to the northern Arctic peoples. Also, we already have Nando's in Vancouver.
Is it exclusively Inuit, though?
Look, dude, I'm not a demographer. Do I look like a demographer?
You kind of do a little, though.
You know what? I don't know what I was expecting with that answer. I guess I sort of do look a little bit like a demographer.
Yeah. I mean, you got the world capital knowledge, so what's the real holdup there? All right.
Nick, ask me what the capital of Zimbabwe is.
What's the capital of Zimbabwe?
It's Harar.
You know? Harar, of course. That's the one Bear Taff who's making fun of you for knowing, right?
Yeah, well, for not knowing. And now
You're
I've
a
committed it to
wizard,
memory.
Harar.
We'll never lose it again.
I'll remember just because you're a wizard. Harar is actually pretty great.
You think you're going to remember? Because you told that joke before, but you did not seem to remember when I just asked you what the capital of Zimbabwe was.
Because you asked me to ask you.
Hmm?
Being honest, I didn't remember either. But I'm saying...
Okay, that's what I thought.
Told me plenty of things. Just saying I'm not dishonest.
Why does everyone talk so much about Nando's? I think it's a side effect of quote-unquote lad culture. Is this correct?
Lad culture.
Lad culture?
Is that a UK thing?
Lad culture is a United Kingdom thing.
Yeah.
It's like bro culture, but with a regional bend.
It's so funny because it's such a completely innocuous word. You wouldn't really think that it has any auxiliary meanings.
This TBH lads. Exactly. TBH lads, man. That's where I buy my suits.
I go to Men's Warehouse.
Yeah?
They guarantee it.
I go to Donier Leather. Get some fucking leather tuxedos.
Do you know the Don?
Yeah, he's Donier. He's a virtuosic rapper.
Does he actually perform the measuring live?
Yes, always.
All right, that's good.
Nando's is so disappointing, TBH. Is it? Like,
That's
just,
something only a lad would say.
It's like
Am I doing it
rotisserie chicken or something, right? Like piri-piri style chicken.
It's Pierre. Let's not be culturally insensitive.
I don't know why I like that so much, but I did.
Thank you for those donations, by the way, guys. I'll read those after the segment. I appreciate it very much.
Pierre.
Pierre. It's like pizza, but more French.
We have pizza here.
You have Pierre.
Well, we have Nando's, so as we've...
All right, I guess you do then. Do they have a pizza at Nando's?
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some kind of chicken-based pizza, yeah.
Chicken pizza.
That's not weird at all, Mr. Guacamole Egg Wrap. Oh, it's 8 in the morning, and I really need some pick-me-up. Can I have a Caesar salad and a strawberry smoothie, please?
Let's calm down a little bit. I just said I literally ate one last night. Not that upset. It's okay.
We have Guy Pieri. There you go. That's a good... I'm back now. Feeling all right. Got a little bent out of shape there earlier, and I apologize for it.
Getting stomped more times than I'm proud to admit by this boss.
They do not have chicken pizza at Nando's.
All right, confirmed.
There you go. Nando's is great compared to all shitty UK restaurants I would know. I'm from the UK. Yo, but how's Wagamama, though? I didn't eat there, but there was one close by, and I thought about it. Also, what is that place? It was all over, like, the tourist area of London. It was seriously everywhere. It was like Bennigan's, but not Bennigan's.
I've heard of Bennigan's. I haven't heard of not Bennigan's.
It was like Fuddruckers or something, but it wasn't Fuddruckers.
Haven't we been to Fuddruckers?
I've never been to Fuddruckers with you, Nick.
I thought we went.
I've never at all been to Fuddruckers. What did you have at this proposed establishment?
I don't know, I just remember the name, and I thought of you for some reason that you were there with me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Weatherspoons? I don't think it was Weatherspoons.
Oh, hey, Graham Cracker. You're the one that was baking brownies.
Garfunkels! It was Garfunkels. It was freaking everywhere, man.
Garfunkel.
Inherently, I don't trust any restaurant in a country that has a map of that country on the wall. I'm like, yo, this is some tourist shit, dog. You got a map of your own country on your wall? That's not exotic.
They're just trying to push their own cultural flavor.
They're not, though. It's
They want you to know the geography.
Nah, man. It's a trap.
It doesn't have to be a trap.
There's
just a map, man.
3 doors down from work. I told you, man.
I think sometimes we read too far into these things. Maybe they just don't know what to do with their interior designs. They just put a fucking map up. It's no big deal.
I'm from the UK and I've never heard of Garfunkels. I'm starting to doubt your claim then, sir.
I too think of Egg when I hear Fuddruckers, Nick, but I don't think I've ever gone anywhere with him. Alright. At least we're all on the same page then. What is this? Child's Heart.
There's another great UK chain. I love the name. It was just called Eat.
Right to the point, I guess. You can't really be upset about it.
I feel like it's great for tourists, because you're like, well, like, that place has a weird name. I don't know. Maybe they don't do food there. Maybe they sell, like, Persian rugs. Like, no, this place is just called Eat. You immediately know what you're getting into.
Yeah. There's one over here on the left, McDonald's. I don't know what that shit is, but that one's Eat. We're gonna go to that one. We know what's in there.
Exactly. McDonald's. I'm sorry, I'm not in the market for Irish food right now.
Yeah. Burger King? Some kind of monarchy over here?
Dude, I don't want to. It sounds expensive. It
Can't
sounds
afford that
palatial.
shit. Diamond crusted hamburgers. Can't afford that.
Oh, it's called Just Eat. That's even better. Eat, pray, queef. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
What is that from?
That's a South Park reference, if I remember correctly.
Ah. Never heard of this television show. South Park.
I think it got renewed for several more seasons, so if you're into it, like, you could probably watch more.
What's better, South Park or 106th and Park?
Lincoln Park.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fair enough.
You gave me a false dichotomy.
I did give you a false... Well, no, I asked you a question, but...
I call it a fallacy.
I resent the idea that every question is a false dichotomy. Just gotta get out of this place.
It's okay, I can't say words either today. No worries.
I'm gonna rip your innards out through your bunghole.
Best
Yeah.
Darius Galaxy. Thank you very much for the subscription.
I'm a member of Darius Galaxy.
Yeah?
Oh, I think we're getting ahi tuna in my chat right now.
What the hell does that mean?
I think someone's giving me, like, detailed culinary instructions on how to prepare ahi tuna.
Dude, ahi's pretty sweet.
Is that Hawaiian?
I don't know. I think
Sounds Hawaiian to me.
that's mahi. It's kind of fish.
Oh yeah, I forgot I left that Libra back there. I should probably do something with that.
What are you gonna do with it?
Maybe re-roll it, maybe take it. I'm not really 100% convinced either way yet. We're gonna see what we get from this boss when I re-roll it.
I kind of wish that I did not re-roll it, just because it'd be interesting.
The Libra?
Yeah.
Oh, because you probably got soy milk.
No.
Oh.
That's interesting conclusion to jump to.
Well, you're always on about the soy milk Libra combo, right? So
I don't know if I'm always on about it.
you're usually on about
I am
it.
aware of its existence.
Talk about it more than most people I know.
I talk about a lot of things. I talk about it, everything more than most people know. I'm just talking all day. It's my whole job.
It's kind of your thing, isn't it?
Talking.
Talking dirty.
Not really much talking dirty, no.
do a little bit. Do some 50 Shades of Grey.
Best restaurant near me is called The Office. Best restaurant near me is called Pirate's Tavern.
Is that by Grub's Tavern?
Just
Where
find
the
me
treasure
there.
sit.
Show you where the treasure's hidden. Nah, man, they have like some sweet grog.
Alright, I rerolled it. I got a Guardian Smart Fly.
Yes, this is correct.
I guess that kind of makes up for all of the cubes of meat I didn't take.
NL, have you embraced the Bacon Buddy? Yo, I was never anti-Bacon Buddy. But I have embraced it, yes.
That's B-U-T-T-I-E, not like the
No,
American
no.
version, which is B-U-D-D-Y.
No,
We just keep bacon with us
It's
at all times.
B-U-T-T-Y.
Oh,
You're thinking
whatever.
of a Sarnie, which is
Yeah, Sardines. You know, I always get them confused.
S-A-R-N-I-E.
That's a sardine sandwich.
That is not a sardine sandwich. I thought you would have liked sardines, Mr. 5:30 a.m. Caesar salad, man.
I can't get into sardines. They're a little bit too fishy for me.
But they are literally a fish.
You know what I mean. They've got a little too much fish stench associated with them.
Fish oil.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for your liver, I guess, but not into it.
You know, I never understood that, man. I respect it. A lot of people don't like the taste of fish. Whenever I hear like, oh, this fish is too fishy, I'm like, what did you expect, dog?
You must be aware that there are fish that are much lower on the fish scale.
Yeah, I agree with this.
Oh, I like what I did there, the fish scale.
It's a Ghostface
I
Killer
didn't mean
album.
to do that.
But I agree with this, but I like the fishy fish, man.
It doesn't make you gag a little in the back of your throat?
Absolutely not. I don't consider fish like strange.
It's not about it being strange, it's just my body naturally has a reflex to that taste that I can't control.
I think it's a learned behavior, my friend.
I mean, if it's learned, then where did I get it from? Because I never tried to make myself gag while eating fish.
Probably someone you were around is like, oh, this is fishy, and then you went, is it fishy? And then you're like, I gotta fit in. So you then gagged, and then it just became a learned response, man.
Which razor is it to never attribute malice to? That is, that one.
That's Gillette Mach 3.
Yeah. The one that they keep behind the 3 locks and safe combination.
I'm gonna rip you in
The
and zap through your
relaxed one.
bunghole.
Thank you for the subscription. I have a friend who doesn't like pizza. I've also got an acquaintance who does not like pizza.
It's not Fox, right?
No, Fox loves pizza, man.
I figured he did, I just was wondering.
Who doesn't is, I guess, the real deal there, but... You take these two, re-roll those two.
When you're like 9, I think the dream is to hopefully make enough money in your life that you can actually eat pizza and ice cream every day.
Yeah.
And now we're finally in that position, and now we actually don't do it. So I don't know what the hell our problem is. We're hypocrites.
Well, maybe it's not the best idea to live your whole life in pursuit of what your ideals were when you were 9.
Well, maybe we had it all figured out before it all got complicated.
I don't know if that's true, like...
You don't know if it's not true.
I mean, it's true. I mean, I actually don't want to eat pizza every day. Like, I like pizza, maybe like once a week.
Yeah?
Yeah, pizza's like a once-a-week food. That's not a problem.
The thing is, you can mix it up, though. You can have pizza with all different things going on with it.
I don't disagree with this, yes.
You could have pizza that sometimes the ends are made out of cocktail weenies. You could have pizza that's stuffed with, like, jalapeno poppers. You could have pizza that's got a Hawaiian mix on top of it. You could get Spam. You could get replacements for the sauce. You could get white pizza, brown pizza, green pizza, red pizza.
Look, Bubba Gump.
Popcorn shrimp.
Nobody is disputing the
Shrimp
amount of
scampi.
variety that exists in the pizza
Shrimp
world.
cocktail.
I'm just saying, pizza to pizza is not as varied. Let's talk pizza to pizza here. Like, pizza to pizza is not as varied as, like, pizza to sushi or pizza to sandwich, pizza to hamburger.
I think pizza to sandwich is actually a very apt comparison. I think they're equally diversified.
I'm going to raise an interesting question to you.
Yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Well, we've created a new genre for it, but I think ultimately it is.
Does it exist within the sandwich category?
It's meat between 2 pieces of bread, absolutely. And it's
If
also
you-
got sauces on it.
If you were at a restaurant that served sandwiches and also hot dogs, in what section of the menu would you expect to find
The hot
the
dog
hot
section.
dog? Oh, so there's like more than one hot dog.
Of course, you're gonna buy a hot dog and it's just a hot dog every time? There's always different
Well, that might-
variations.
They have enough variance to warrant a full section on the
You
menu.
want some chili on that fucker? Do you want to have, like, some strips of bacon? Do you want to have, like,
if I
some
was
grilled pickle
operating
slices?
this restaurant, it would just say, our classic dog, an all-beef wiener between toasted buns, and then it would be like, with chili, $2.50. With bacon, $1.50. You know?
Yeah, you're doing it all wrong though, because the option here for brand identification is huge. You could start naming these hot dogs, and all of a sudden it's the talk of the town. Hey, have you ever had the Grandstand Burger hot dog?
The hot dog is not a new phenomenon, though. I have to feel like if hot dog restaurants had that kind of novelty and staying power, we'd see more of them.
I think we do see more of them. You're just not aware of the meta.
We don't really have them here.
Well, that's your problem. You don't have them there.
Okay, well, that's what I'm trying to figure it out, man.
But that's not their fault. It's your fault for not living where they are.
I don't know. It might, like, be their fault for not being a good business venture.
You think restaurants are a bad business venture?
I think maybe a hot dog-focused restaurant might be a bad business venture.
Yeah, tell that to Sonic. America's drive-thru.
Isn't Sonic? I thought that was the one that was like, well, we put Doritos in our milkshakes. Here's the Doritos milkshake.
Yeah, that's actually the same one.
I'm not dissing hot dogs, yo. I'm a huge hot dog fan.
He is.
In Vancouver, we've got Japa Dog. Get that all the time.
This is his equivalent of sandbagging.
It's not, man. I'm just saying I don't think that a hot dog specific restaurant necessarily has enough to go on.
Hot dogs, shakes, you gotta have some burgers on the side, man. French fries, you could have variations like curly fries. It's a great phenomenon. It works fantastically well. Even though like 3 out of 4 restaurants do fail, but
you only have to succeed once, man.
Yeah.
In Santa Monica, there's a place called Japa Dog. Yo, that started in Vancouver, dog. Don't get tricked.
Go back to the source.
It got huge during the 2010 Olympics. Got media coverage. Smokes Poutinery is making its way down to the U.S. as well.
Please make them hurry up. I'd like to taste their products.
Well, that's your fault, Nick, for not living where they are. You should just move to Berkeley.
Oh, but that's expensive.
Yes, this is also true.
I can't afford that.
Plus, you gotta live in Berkeley. I don't know if it might actually be an awesome place to live.
I've never lived there, so I guess I can't comment, but I'd probably like to try. If it was less expensive. Anybody in Berkeley in the chat? We shouted out your area.
Yo, Berkeley represent.
You got like an apartment that's for like really cheap. Might want to tell me about it.
I saw a hot dog place on Dragon's Den. And
I bet they got a lot of funding.
The guy there was 2, I think. There was one where this guy's like, it might have been the same dude, but he's like, check it out, we make like a $100 hot dog.
Oh, the Gold Dust?
Something like that, and like,
I remember that.
It was made with 100% like Wagyu beef and stuff like that, and they didn't give him any money, and also his restaurant was in Vancouver, and it went out of business.
Yeah, that's rough. I think that was probably the worst way to go at the whole hot dog market. I mean, it's like not really an exclusive high-end food item.
Here's what I want from a hot dog. $3 a dog, maybe $4.50 and up for like an all beef or a premium or a smoky of some sort. Assortment of toppings. Throw in some fries for another like $2 on top. It's gonna be a little pricey. I'm willing to pay like $7 for a good hot dog plus fries.
But 7 is a little much for me.
Keep in mind the Canadian dollar is in shambles right now.
Yeah.
So $7 Canadian is now like $5.40 or something US, but
that's still a little much for me. I'd probably cap out around $3.50.
$3.50?
Yeah, hot dogs should not be expensive, man.
Well, I'm not talking about like a freaking little. We bought a little wiener and then we put like our white bread bun. I'm talking about like a toasted bun and a proper dog.
I didn't know there was such variation. Most hot dogs I have are fairly standard and uniform in their size and density.
Yo, I'm not talking about a picnic dog where you're gonna eat 2 or 3. I'm talking about.
I am talking about, yes.
I'm talking about a ballpark. I'm gonna have one of these and I'll be good for a few hours.
The usual method of ingesting these dogs is that you buy 2 or 3 of them. So I was putting that into the price. When you said it was $3 or you said it was $6, I was imagining times 2 or 3.
Chat, I can't be on the same financial plane if you're saying I can get a $5 large pizza where I live. We can't compete with that, man. Wow, it's exactly $5.40 American. I told you, man. I'm a 4X trader on the side.
It's freaking weird.
We got 2 people in chat now. Someone is saying Or some people are saying, a lot of people are saying, $7? That's nuts. And some people are saying, where is this motherfucker living that $3.50 is even possible?
Hot dogs for $3.50? That's normal. They have to be artisan hot dogs if they're going to be that much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You take it. $3.50 is not an artisan hot dog. $3.50 is...
No, the $6, $7 ones you're talking
well,
about.
that's with a side. With like a French fries.
A side and a drink should still come out to $5.
That is absurd, man!
Smart.
That
It's
is
smart.
absurd!
You want to keep your people happy so they'll come back.
This is very silly.
It's not absurd. I got this down. I figured out hot dog meta a while ago. We're going to reroll all of those.
You're on the chest now.
Yeah.
Alright, we can keep this conversation.
Chocolate milk, Loki's horns, experimental treatment. No, thank you.
Costco gets you a huge dog and a drink for $1.50. True, but that's because, you know, it's a lost leader to get you into the store. It's not fair. That's like saying, you know, oh, well, the hot dog cart should have like a furniture store next to it. I'm just saying.
I think that the real money in the hot dog venture comes from stuff like milkshakes, stuff that is not hot dogs. You use the hot dog as a means to get them in the door, like you just said, and you got to come up with some other enticing elements to keep them there.
I've never paid more than $2.50 for a hot dog. That's £2.50, which is like already we're in like the $4.80 to $4.90 range in terms of Canadian dollars. So we're not that far away here. But I think we're talking about different hot dogs. I'm not talking about your little, oh, we boiled like 12 hot dogs in a pot and now we're like your church potluck hot dogs, right?
You're talking about shit tier hot dogs. I'm talking about
I'm talking about the kind of hot dogs,
normal hot dogs.
I'm talking about the kind of hot dogs where the wiener is so big you have to make cuts in it so that it actually fits in the bun properly. You know, a little searing off the top, get a little more surface area.
I like every word you just said there. All right, here's the de facto standard we need to establish. I need somebody in chat that lives in New York City. Tell me what the last time you paid for a hot dog at a hot dog cart was. What was that price?
We're not talking about the same hot dogs, man.
Then why do we keep going back in circles?
I'm basically talking about like an all-beef sausage. And I'm talking about, you're paying a little extra for the perks. Like, this hot dog cart that I'm theorizing, they don't just have ketchup, relish, mayonnaise from the supermarket. They've got like the pickled peppers and
the hell is the mayonnaise doing near the hot dog, by the way?
The pepperoncinis, some rooster sauce, you know, maybe even some onions, perhaps even sauteed onions, perhaps jalapenos.
Sriracha dogs?
Exactly, man.
Big
$7 is
no
way
way.
too much.
This is all crazy talk.
$7 is way too much for any fast food
I'm gonna rip you
meal.
in and zap through your bunghole.
In Canada, $7 is very normal for fast food meals. And also people in chat are saying $7 for a hot dog in Manhattan.
Okay, wow, I'm way out of touch then. My bad. I need to back off.
Yo, cost of living in Manhattan, man.
I hear you, but also I thought the hot dogs were like the last staple, the last bastion of, financial solubility.
I don't know, man. Who the fuck uses mayo on hot dogs? There are people that use mayo on hot dogs.
The $7 comment, by the way, about fast food in general, that's totally a thing. I usually pay between $7 and $10 when I get a full meal from like a Wendy's or McDonald's even.
A McDonald's combo here, if Kate and I both get a combo, I'm thinking that that's going to come out to like 16, 17 bucks.
Right, and then you factor in the difference in...
Yes, hello. Oh my god, you made me a wrap. I'm so hungry.
You didn't eat anything?
You saved my life. I had some cereal this morning.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've been in the mountains too long. I don't know what the hell hot dogs are valued at.
I would
these
think
days.
like a hot dog where you live would be $182.
Fuck that.
They gotta fly the animal out there via helicopter.
God. It's not true.
The refrigeration has not yet made its way up to the summit, so you gotta eat it right there.
I'm not on the summit, man.
Fly in a baker and have him prepare the dough for the bun.
I was the last house on the mountain that still could get cable. So I'm not on the summit. There's a lot of people way worse off than me.
It's a good egg wrap.
Does it have guacamole on it? Because we talked about that earlier.
It's not an egg wrap. Hamburgers
Hot dog,
$21, hot dog $7.50.
Holy
crap.
shit. With good meat from a stand, onions and chili, $8.50.
I'm telling you, man.
I am so far out of touch.
You're living in the past, man. You haven't been keeping up with inflation.
You're correct about that, I am.
Yo, what if you went to a sit-down restaurant?
I'm gonna rip you in and zap through your
Jack
bunghole.
W95, thank you for the subscription. If you went to a sit-down restaurant, what would you expect to pay for a hamburger? With the side?
Generally, like, between $10 and $14.
Okay, I agree.
Depends on a few factors, but for the most part, somewhere in that region.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't be mad about that either. That's usually what you expect, as you walk in the door knowing that's what's going on. And then, of course, a tip on top of it, so...
21 motherfucking dollars, WTF. Yo, you are not getting a sit-down hamburger and fries for $7, Chad.
Unless it's fast food.
15, 13, 10, 7 euros. This seems fair.
I mean, if you really want to go cheap, you go dollar menu McDonald's. You could get, like, a couple cheeseburgers for $2. Like, if you really want to, you can eat enough for under $5 that you'll feel satiated, but you'll be sad about it because, you know, you didn't really enjoy the meal. It was just nutrients.
I don't know, man. $5.50 Canadian can get you a foot-long meatball marinara at Subway. It's like 1,300 calories. You could live on that.
Oh, we're back to measuring by calories again.
Well, in this
All right.
specific case.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sheep Loaded, for 8 months in a row resubscriptions. Much appreciated. Rock meows to you.
How's your
Oh my
run
god. I did the same thing I always do on the chest and went in every possible wrong direction. So tired of that. I'm just kind of hanging on. Thankfully I have stopwatch, otherwise I'd probably be dead by now.
Monkey 2371. I knew I missed one, and I apologize.
Oh, did you hear Monkey Shines is actually a horror movie from the 80s?
Cool, dude.
That's what I got. I didn't know about it, actually. I'd heard the name, but I didn't know what it was attached to. I think it's one of those monkeys that plays the drums, like goes nuts or something and starts stabbing people.
What are you talking about?
You know the little toy that you can get, the like kid's toy? It's a monkey just sits and hits cymbals together.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of those flips out, starts stabbing people. It's the premise for the movie.
I can tell who's from the UK here. People saying, where the hell do you get a real meal for £5? Mathis and I and our significant others ate sushi at a chain in London. And not like all-you-can-eat sushi, and it wasn't even very good. And we didn't have any drinks, and the bill came to like the equivalent of like $100 American.
How did you have no drinks? Did you have water at least?
We had water, yeah. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't like we
You
had
didn't
like
pay for drinks. Cocktails.
yeah, we didn't have like 2 beers each or anything like that.
Okay.
England was, I mean, London was very expensive.
Yeah, I've heard that. Mostly from you.
It was Yo Sushi! Yeah, man. How did they know?
Apparently you gave them away.
I left and I was like still kind of hungry.
Oh, that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you ever see that on the comment card and you own a restaurant, like you fucked up. I left kinda hungry. You had one job, restaurateur.
I'm gonna rip you in and zap
London
through your
doesn't count.
bunghole.
It's in its own bubble.
London bubble. They have a tube, tubes and bubbles.
How the fuck did you spend $100 in Yo Sushi? Yo, that's only like, well, okay, it wasn't 100 American, I guess. It was like 100 Canadian. And it was, I don't know.
Oh god, I have to
Four
filter
people? Like, it's not
that.
that,
Currency conversions.
didn't seem that crazy.
Oh, great, store credit. Or credit card on the friggin'... That's not gonna help you
Yeah,
very much.
Vinification says, I spent 30 euros by myself there. Sorry, 30 pounds. Good sushi is like $19.50 a roll. Holy shit, man.
Can you
I
tell
think-
NL, London, and Brighton are the most expensive places
Oh,
in England? It's
of
not.
course,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
he knows that already.
Sushi prices in Vancouver, I think we live in like a little bit of a bubble because we're so close to the ocean and we have like a lot of, you know, Japanese and Korean families that have moved over here and opened restaurants. But a good sushi place, dinner for 2 might take you to like $25-30. You could go higher, But it's like, you know, decent. You can get into like super premium quality sushi, but you can get legit sushi in Vancouver very cheap. You can get shit sushi very expensive too. But
I think the implication is if you're going over that number, you're probably trying to go over that number.
mm-hmm.
You can't be completely unaware of what's on the menu. Unless you're just like me and you're completely ignorant about what sushi is what. You really need to bring a friend if you ever go to eat one of those places. Pretty scary, actually. It's intimidating.
Nick, I need to ask,
Yeah?
what is going on with this run?
I just finished it just now.
Oh, thank God.
It was a bit of a slow one. I know. It's
It
over
wasn't
now.
like I didn't even think it was that slow. It was more like the end of it was stretched out like a piece of fucking caramel or something like that. But anyway, we're gonna run some ads. We're gonna come back and play some Guild of Dungeoneering. Thanks for watching, and we will be right back.
BRB. At Arby's.
Enatech, thank you for the subscription. Thank you. Northernlion, the most popular restaurant in Iceland, is a hot dog place. I heard that. I didn't actually go there when I was there, but I did see it. Someone...
I'm gonna rip you in and zap through
too
your
big to
bunghole.
fail. Thanks for the subscription. Dignato on Twitter just sent me a menu from North Carolina. Mike's Chicago dog and more. All beef hot dogs, $3. Vegetarian hot dog, $4. All beef Vienna sausages, $4. Then if you go up a little higher, like a Coach Ditka 8-inch, 1/3 pound spicy Polish, what the fuck does that mean? But also, it's $7.50.
We're talking about sausages at that point, not so much hot dogs.
Sausages and they're in the same category, man.
Not at all. Hot dogs don't really have like an ethnic origin point, whereas sausages are absolutely attached to a bunch of different cultures.
They're in the same area.
They're in the same area, but as far as like menus go, they shouldn't be.
Yo, I don't want to go to a restaurant that's just giving me like a little Wonder Bread hot dog bun, and then like you know, a little flaccid wiener along with it.
You'd be upset about getting a little flaccid wiener at the restaurant.
Exactly.
I doubt they would give you a flaccid wiener if you came into their establishment. I got a couple donations I want to read out real quick.
Please
Thank you
do.
to Icarus713 for the 569. Also, this music is like really loud. It's not much. Please accept this donation as an appreciation to the entertainment you provide with us with. Have a good evening. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Uncle Doug Beta, for the $1.05. What is Boleg Day? I want to know. Also, I'll Boleg you. How? That's my good joke. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah, Bolegda. Boleg Day. That's what the joke is there. Thank you very much for the anonymous $5 donation. Yeah, somebody suggesting somebody come on the stream with us. I'll just not read that one, but thank you very much. And thank you, Biz Nasty, for the $2. Boleg Dog. To you too. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Boleg Dog. Good Boleg Day to you too. This is the Guild of Dungeoneers.
What is Boleg Day mean? Someone appreciates the Quiplash joke.
You!
Did this guy just say a Frankfurter and a wiener don't have an ethnic origin point?
No, I said a hot dog. Those
Nick-
other things are not the same.
Nick, do you know where wieners are from?
My pants?
Okay, but like where in the world?
Frankfurt?
Vienna, dog.
Vienna dog. Right.
In Austrian, Vienna is Wien. Weird, huh?
I didn't hear that last part. What happened?
Weird, right?
Yeah. Everything's weird.
Alright, Guild of Dungeoneering. I'm gonna start a new game here. But first I'm gonna let them sing. Guild of Dungeoneering. Okay. Are you back from ads, Nick?
I'm just about to be as I change the game. Guild Wars 2.
Don't
That's not
do
what
it,
I
man.
typed at all. Guild of. There it is. Thank you for that anonymous $10 donation. I got a raise today, and it's super exciting. I'm excited for you. Thank you very much for that.
All right. You ready?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to go?
Yep. Ready.
All right, new game. Unused. And we're gonna race Nick to see who can build the biggest guild of Dungeoneering.
Do we want to like introduce or explain this game at all?
Yes, this is a game that is a strategy-based, card-based dungeon crawler. It's got 2 phases. There's the dungeon crawling ability, which you'll see in a bit, and then there's the guild building ability, which you can see right here. We get glory. We use that glory to build our guild. Every room, at least in the early game, is going to cost us 50 glory. You unlock new classes and whatnot.
Oh, I thought it was just gold coins. I didn't know they were calling it glory.
I don't know. It's weird. I think that there's like they just get converted to coins when, or they get converted to glory when you leave. Yo, don't play my first turn game, all right? I've done the tutorial.
I don't think you can not do the tutorial, right? It's just sort of there.
It is going to force us, yes.
Yeah.
So the way that it works basically is you can play 3 cards per turn. So you also build the dungeon with those room cards. So you would play like a room, maybe a reward, and a monster or something like that. And then you fight the monster, you get experience, and you get equipment every time, and you get to choose what you get. So I'm just gonna...
Character actually resets HP between fights, which I was a little surprised to find out, which means you can kind of grind each dungeon a bunch.
Yes.
Right? If you're after that, I mean.
The whole point, most of it, is that, let's take this, is that you're going to try to basically make the most roundabout path with the most low-level monsters in your way so that you can get strong enough to take on the later-level monsters. Because you don't really choose where you go. Like, the game kind of puts enemies
well, you can influence it, though. Like, you can kind of pick where you want to develop things and then cause the footsteps.
I'm gonna rip your innards out through your bunghole.
I still have not figured out
I'm gonna rip your innards out through
specifically how to
your
manipulate
bunghole.
the rules, but Gartra and Zan's the Man 1, thank you for the subscription as well.
For example, in the very first instance, you get this junction that can go one of like 3 different directions. If you put the thing in the corner, it'll force it to have to go right because it's the only option.
I'm gonna rip your innards out through your
so you can
bunghole.
kind of make sort of like a waterworks style pipe pathway.
But what if you want to go back in the other direction later?
Then you can't.
I'm gonna rip your innards out through your
You kind of have to
bunghole.
build that in on your first go, I guess.
Alley Riots and Roll Darl, thank you for the subscription as well. Monsters have different abilities as well. Like this monster's predictable, so we know exactly what it's going to play on its next turn. Let's take a Straitjacket for some more HP. Can you not play a monster card? Yes, you can choose to play not monster cards if you can anyway, and then you know, you can just play rewards. But most of the levels actually have an objective, like get a certain number of monsters and like or kill a certain number of monsters. And gold coins are actually like pretty rare drops, so you don't usually have that many rewards. Most of the cards are rooms and monsters.
I had 2 giant diamonds happen in the same turn, which I thought was weird.
That is sweet. Did you get them both?
Yeah. That was not in this game, though. That was in when I was
okay.
playing beforehand.
Dude, I love Bash. Like, it's my favorite card in the early game because it blocks 1 damage and does 1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it always gives you a competitive advantage every time you use it.
Yeah, unless they have magic, which is the kind of the other direction.
Well, yeah, it gets a little more complicated then, but... So you alter direction by placing loot. Okay. But it's not like, if you place loot, it is sure to work.
They know where the loot is automatically? Because I didn't get that impression.
Alright, I'm gonna...
I thought they just kind of go in a direction and then you sort of just deal with it.
Tomo, come on in, buddy. Hello. You like Guild of Dungeoneering? It's a charming game, huh?
Massive gem. See, I got another one.
Well, lucky you. You might be able to build 2 different things here.
We'll see. I think where you'll have the advantage as far as racing, though, goes that you'll probably realize what the items do faster than me because I got to read them a bunch.
Maybe. I mean, I have played quite a lot, actually. Even after my Let's Look At, most of the time I'm like, you know, I'm not going to play much anymore because I've, like, done my work for it. But I've been into the game enough where I'm like, oh, this is cool. And we'll just put that there and...
Yeah, it's simple to understand, which I kind of appreciate. I only played this for about 20 minutes before we did the stream, and I feel like I've got a good grasp on it already.
So I picked up the Bruiser class ASAP. Can I?
That's what I was gonna do too, but now I don't think I want to because that sounds boring.
I think it's the right course of action, though.
But you can get a hug in a bottle early.
A hug? What is the hug in a bottle? It's the perk.
I think it's a +1 HP for first 2 fights, so you start off with a little bit of a bonus.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that just to mix it up.
I prefer Trickster's Favor. Oh, why did I freaking tried to block a bunch of magical damage.
Also, the chump is not actually that bad either, is the other thing.
The chump is terrible, man.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
The Bruiser is dynamite. Check this out. My chump has Spiky right now. When you fully block an attack, deal +1 damage. Every time I block an attack, it does +1 damage. All of a sudden, Bash, or Get Out of Here, is now doing 2 damage if it blocks 1.
I think I have an advantage by sticking with the same character and leveling them up, whereas you're starting over again.
Nah, dog, your character doesn't level up.
What do you mean they don't level up?
They don't level up, man.
I got extra hearts.
Yeah, on that dungeon, but they don't take it with them when they
Oh,
go.
do they? Oh, I didn't realize it doesn't go with them.
No, yeah, they
All right,
can't
see,
take
this
it with
is where
you.
the 20 minutes thing is kind of factoring in.
No, it's all good, man.
I made an
okay.
assumption.
My general strategy, and I don't know why it took me so long to like typify this in a game, but my general strategy is like, if you can just cancel out whatever they do with their card and also give yourself an advantage, do so. And that very basic tenet has carried me so well so far, even though this is kind of a tricky game at times.
Well, the loot goes with you, though.
No,
So that's... It doesn't?
the loot does not go with you.
All right, now I'm a little confused about how this damn game even works.
I do agree. Someone in chat said I think it's a little silly that it doesn't work like Darkest Dungeon, where you get to keep the loot and the levels and stuff like that. I would, I think, prefer it if it was a little bit more like XCOM. But I like it as is as well. I just do sort of wish that it was a little bit more like, you know, if you lost someone, that there was more of a penalty for it. Like, you're like, oh shit, that was like my best bruiser. Now I don't know what to do.
I don't like this turn. I didn't get a single thing I could put down, so I'm stuck just standing here.
$15. This game costs the same as 1 hot dog. Luke, you must live in London, man.
Very cheeky.
Alright, let's block. Oh, we can't block. We're gonna have to discard. I think you sell the loot after the dungeon? Do you? Perhaps I missed out on that. Yo, this game could be like XCOM-y, man. Don't tell me this game's got no XCOM-y elements here. It is kind of like a squad-based strategy game where you fight aliens.
Ooh, massive gem.
How's this guy getting all these massive gems?
It just keep showing up, man. I'm not doing anything special. There.
Nah, I live in a non-ridiculous part of the UK. Acceptable. Acceptable.
Cha-ching.
Okay, so you level up not by experience, as Chad is telling me, but by beating a monster who is at the same level as you.
Okay.
I did not know that in advance.
Sounds good. Thank you, Zan's the Man, for the 2 months in a row resubscriptions. Much appreciated. Yahas to you.
Dude, rats are basically aliens. This is absolutely true.
I mean, the cute ones are less so.
They don't look like anything that I've seen on this planet, man.
See, what is this bullshit?
What's going on?
Out of nowhere, I was supposed to hit him for a bunch of damage. He just didn't take any damage and dealt damage to me.
You must have blocked it.
Yeah, I guess he did. I still won, it just didn't feel good.
Chat, I'm just gonna tell you, for your own mental health, you will be happier if you don't compare the prices of video games to Costco hot dogs. Yo, you can't measure your whole life in Costco hot dogs, man. What if you buy a house for like $200,000? Are you gonna be, oh, I could have gotten, you know, 100,000 Costco hot dogs for this price? You can't build a house out of Costco hot dogs, man. Some certain things are more expensive than others.
There's probably a way you could build them out of hot dogs.
I encourage you to do so the news can write an article about you and I will laugh.
Your house would smell awful, though.
Your
all
house
the time.
would smell terrible.
How are you gonna have guests over? You think your parents are gonna come visit you in that
They're
house?
gonna
of
come
hot dogs?
eat the walls, and your house is gonna fall down and you're gonna die. Guaranteed.
It very clearly said he was gonna block you. Yeah, I guess I wasn't really paying attention, sorry.
So close to beating the second mission here. I think the real question is, do you want to build your house out of Costco hot dogs?
Why would you?
Well, I mean, because that's the standard unit, I guess. It's like we're not using cups of coffee anymore because a cup of coffee can be like $3. Maybe that's another gold standard, Nick. Wait, how much do you expect to pay for a cup of coffee from a coffee shop, a chain?
Oh, well, I'd rather go to a gas station. It's so much cheaper. If you just want regular coffee, like if you're looking for some special coffee, that's different. They're like $3-4 usually.
I think that to some extent that is fair. Oh, I bought a talisman. The talisman does not increase the size of your guild, Nick.
Increases the size of your dick though.
It does increase the size of your dick.
Gold to be found and treasure in store.
Yeah, let's try this. I think $3, $4 for a cup of coffee is not totally ridiculous.
I think in the scheme of how the world works, it's kind of ridiculous, but we've kind of let that be true.
What do you mean in the scheme of how the world works?
Spending that much money for coffee seems a little excessive. Like, compared to other things you could be using that money on if you spend it 20 times a month or something.
Ooh, I can do some funky stuff
Oh
here.
my god, let me get to this fucking boss. It just will not give me the right room.
You pay $4 for a cup of coffee from a gas station? Or is that from
it's
like
$1.50, $2 for a
Okay,
gas
yeah,
station
that's
coffee.
I agree with that. Like if I get a coffee from 7-Eleven, I'm expecting that to be like in the $2 range.
And it will be.
$4, you can get 2 Costco hot dogs for that, exactly.
Every time I get the room that's got the like hole in the floor, I worry that I'm gonna fall in the hole somehow. I don't think that's even an option.
That would be unfortunate. Why is this character Spiky? Like I've never seen that before.
Maybe it's like Eden.
Maybe it is.
Sometimes
Maybe,
you're spiky sometimes.
like you can have special stuff or something. Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking wooden stool here. Black coffee is like £2.50. I thought Vancouver was expensive to live in until I was in London.
Dumb question, but can you explain how quick damage works, or do you know?
Oh yeah, quick damage. Normally damage is done at the same time. Quick damage just does your damage before theirs. So if you both had 1 HP left and you did 1 quick damage, they would die before they could hit you.
That's exactly what I thought it would do, but I think I just used it wrong one of those times, so I misunderstood.
You playing as the cat burglar?
No, I just happen to have some quick damage. Trophy room. Let's put that on the right.
Oh yeah, we'll block all this. NL,
Oh,
all
that's the
bruisers.
tail.
I didn't know all bruisers have spiky. That's so overpowered, man. I love it. I mean, why not get more equipment?
Let's try the warrior out. Let's see how that goes.
Oh, a bruiser.
No, the warrior.
Is it a warrior? Is it not a bruiser?
This is a charm of the warrior.
Oh, charm of the warrior. Okay, I understand. How much is this game? It's 10 Costco hot dogs.
Let's unlock the bruiser. Digit the bruiser with such pretty eyelashes.
Dude, I think the bruiser's a pretty good class. NL, I got
Eyelashes.
16 White Castle sliders for $12. Tell me that's not a deal. That's a freaking deal. Under no circumstances is that not a deal.
Oh, you can see into the tendons of the rat's tail. That's gross.
What are you talking
What is
about?
this? Oh, I cut the tail off of that rat, and inside of it was tendons.
Can we talk about the chicken bake at Costco? Nick, when was the last time you ate it at Costco?
Never.
You've
done
never eaten at Costco?
it. Not once.
What in the heck? How is this possible?
What in the heck?
How is this possible? You've never eaten at a Costco before.
I'm not even aware of a Costco near me at all.
Oh my lord. I've eaten at a Costco in 3 different countries. I'm an enthusiast. I've had the Costco Canada. I don't know why this. I feel like I'm doing Rutger Hauer's speech from like the end of Blade Runner. I've had poutine from a Canadian Costco. I've had bulgogi from a Korean Costco. A Costco in Daegu. And now all those Costco meals are vanishing like tears in rain. That's not a good impression of Rutger Hauer either, but still.
Like tears in rain, though.
Exactly. I got that part right. I've never even seen a Costco.
Yeah, I'm not aware of how Costco is spelled.
You guys live in a weird world, man.
Not sure if the letters that make up that name are even letters in the English alphabet.
Greg's is the shit, mate. I'll admit, I ate at a Greg's in the UK, and I did it because chat was like, hey, if you want to, like, not spend an arm and a leg, you should eat at Greg's. I ate at Greg's, I had a ham and cheese toasty, and it was delicious. It was like,
Wait.
£2.50.
Did you just come up with like their awesome slogan just then?
What is it?
Don't lose an arm and a leg, eat with Greg.
Oh, that's so good! Don't lose an arm and a leg, eat at Greg's. I like it. I don't think I should have used that. Oh, it works.
I hate how much this damn zombie has for HP. Did I live? Oh my god, I lived.
I hate Drain. Drain's a nasty one.
I like getting drained.
Really?
Every so often, a good drain kind of makes you go to sleep better.
I think you're talking about like sexual intercourse or something.
Yeah. What were you talking about?
Kate cleaned out our drain yesterday.
She cleaned out your drain.
No, not my drain. But there were like little pieces of plastic in our shower drain. I have no idea how they got there.
That's probably Ruka.
But what even like is it?
Cats actually, their whiskers are made up of plastic, and over time they degrade a little bit, so the cats will try to rub their whiskers around.
I don't buy this
Get 'em
for
all.
a dang moment.
It's true. Thank you, Crow TRM, for the 16 months in a row. Much appreciated. Go get the coin. Go get the coin. It's right there. Oh my god, what are you doing?
Greg's is filthy dog shit. Well, come on, man. I thought it was pretty
Hey,
good.
man, he'll eat the dog, you'll eat the shit.
Wow, that's rude as heck.
Dogs are filled with shit. You never seen the insides of a dog? Yeah, you have. You eat them all the time.
I have never seen the insides of a dog, Nick, and I hope to continue.
But they look like hoses
I hope
covered
to
in
continue
spaghetti sauce.
that trend.
Bear owl.
Sure.
Plastic cat whiskers is not a lie. They're fiber optic.
How much do you expect to pay for a large pizza, Nick? I'm not talking about the cheapest large pizza that you can get. I'm talking about a large pizza. A large pizza that you deem acceptable. Of an acceptable standard.
Well, I'm gonna go with $14 to $15.
You know what? I don't disagree.
Good. I'm glad we're in agreement. There's a special though that a place near me runs on Sunday. It's cheaper, so that's what I usually get.
That seems fairly reasonable to me. $15 for a large pizza.
I prefer to pay 10 for it. Makes me feel happy.
$10 for a large pizza is like, that's a lot of food though.
I eat like half of it in one sitting.
Yeah, man. That's like $5 for like a, I don't know, like 1,000-calorie meal. It's good.
Why did I take damage just then?
Maybe it was magical damage. You blocked non-magical damage.
Oh, maybe I did. Block any 1+. Yeah.
Lose 1 HP, gain that. Oh, I do like that. Lose 1 HP, gain that. I like that more.
Oh, so if I don't have fast damage here, I'm just dead.
You can find yourself in that situation from
Oh,
time to
I
time.
don't like that. We both have 1 and unblockable, and we're both at 1 HP, so I just don't know how damage resolves. I think we both just die.
You will both die. This is correct.
And I can't block physical, and it's unblockable anyway.
Unblockable. They alive, damn it. It's a
Good night, sweet
miracle.
Gidget. You did not get your proper treasure.
A place near me sells large pizzas on Monday for the time that you called, starting at 4 p.m. That is the strangest gimmick. That is like a restaurant gimmick that I would have come up with when I was 8. He's like, how about we open at 4 and whatever you order is the cost of the time that it is.
I don't like it.
When would you order your pizza in that situation, Nick?
When it's the cheapest?
You'd order at 4 p.m.?
Obviously, I don't care what time it is. I'm just going to reheat it later in the oven anyway.
I think I'd order at 7 because I don't want a pizza at 4. I'm okay with paying $3 to not debase myself like that.
It's not debasing yourself. It's fine.
I think there's some debasing going on.
No debasement here.
I would order at midnight, so it's $0. That's actually pretty good. I like it.
I think it's $12 then.
Nah, dog, it's 0. It's 0.
Kind of international time bullshit.
Exactly. I think it goes by the 24-hour clock. Yeah, midnight 0 then, man. It's not 24. All right, we can do this.
Whoever thought of that must have thought they were so clever for 5 minutes.
They probably close at 11:59.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, 24 o'clock does not exist. 23:59 is the last time, right?
Yep, that's the last one.
Okay, I was hoping.
23, 59, 59.
Let's do this. What's today's schedule? Today's schedule is
Rocket League after this.
Rocket League after this. Yeah, it was just
That's all of it.
There's a new card I haven't seen before here. I was trying to figure out how to work it through. Oh no!
I got your back, like Dr. Dre.
Oh, I'm gonna die!
Just happened to me a second ago.
Oh, I was so close. Oh, I was so close to winning. Why did I put that down there?
Are we measuring our success based on how many things we killed, or like how many dungeons we finished?
I was thinking the most